Hey everybody, PKO Gamer here. And, you know, sometimes I don't do my job right, especially from YouTube. I should have done more research. And what I'm talking about is the Coleco Chameleon. Had a great YouTuber just, ping me, Cyrus, he called himself Cy Martin. And, he didn't ask me to promote him here. Give him a look up and give him a subscribe because he had a great thing about these Coleco Chameleon game reveals. And we all looked through the Colecovision and Intellivision games. It said that there. Then it had the 16-bit stuff. And what am I talking about? I got it up here. I'm just going to be capturing my screen. We saw all this crap, blah diddy, blah diddy, blah diddy, blah diddy, blah. And then we get over here to 16-bit. I remember this, and he was saying that this thing right here was an unfinished game or unreleased game, and it's been out for years at Super Nintendo. And I should have researched this. So this is not an original game. Blah blah blah. Legend. Now, Sai said he couldn't find this out, and I just found it. He didn't know where this game was. Well, I want to tell him and everybody, guess what I found? Legend. 1994 video game developed by Arcade Zone in the United States for Super Nintendo. It's a Final Fight style beat 'em up with a medieval European setting, blah, 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 blah. Had a link down here to Legend at Moby Games. Well, hell. That looks pretty similar. Oh, look, it's exactly the fucking same. So this is a obscure Super Nintendo game, just like Sai said. I mean, I didn't know about these games. Iron Commando is another obscure game. This is a Super Nintendo game. Gem Power, I didn't know about it, but it's a Super Nintendo game. This is a Sega Genesis Mega Drive game. I didn't look it up, but I did. So, Sydney Hunter. This is already released 16-bit Super Nintendo game. Same here. And I got to the end of this. I saw his video, and I wanted to pause it here. Remember when? Play again. So what the hell does that mean? Remember back when you play these games, play them again. Is this what this system is going to be? And I've covered this system for years, for almost a year. It feels like a year, for months. RetroVGS Club podcast. I've covered this thing in the IndieGoGo campaign, the failure of it, the rebranding all this I've covered, and we get this sizzle reel, and it's potential launch titles. None of this is original. Not a damn thing is original. I mean, we go over to this website, and this thing's been redesigned so many damn times, it's ridiculous. And, here's something right now. We'll launch an unreleased, let me... I'm actually going to just look at this stuff while I don't usually do this, but why not? Sega Nerds. Let's see what they say about this. This is Coleco Chameleon to launch with several unreleased Genesis games. What else? Water Margin. Okay, that's unreleased. Okay, unreleased. Wait a minute. They even broke it down here. Wow, they're doing the work for me. That was released on Super Nintendo, 1993. The Brave Battle Saga, Genesis. It was a Taiwanese RPG release in... Oh my gosh, this is more stuff? So there's even more. You see what really gets me here about these people. is they came out with a retro VGS. They bullshitted about the price. They bullshitted about everything, the specs. They kept changing it, and it came out asking $350, and they fell miserably like the asses they are. And now they put out this sizzle reel, and thankfully better YouTubers, and like Cy here that does a little better researching job than me, which I should have, find out these people are just recycling games or releasing some unreleased. Okay, unreleased games that maybe never really hit, I get that. I truly do. So what did this do? They partner with this. They can't make the FPGA fucking big ass Swiss Army knife system they want, and they turn around and they're going to bring out this system. I mean, they have no specs on this. They used to have specs. They used to have all this, and it's gone. You know, I'm just doing this on the fly, and this may not look very good. You know, pardon me. But they're going to the toy fair here in New York in February. I hope there's more stuff than this. I hope there is more stuff than this. I really do. I mean, this type of stuff showing us, you know, oh my gosh. And now I remember Jim Power. I remember that picture. So I should have remembered it. Just I'm just too damn old, I guess. But you know, when we look at games that they just drop out there, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, this type of stuff right through here, it should be almost free. It should be a little pack-in cartridge. Hell, they could put it inside on a 8 meg, 16 meg flash internal. That's it. All these old games, if they want to do it, and like Cy said, this is in a this is that plug and play. That Intellivision throwback or whatever it was. This is all there, so you could already buy this shit, and now they're going to say this is coming on the system. So, Dorkin, I don't know here, people. I'm making this really off the wall, off the hip, shoot from the hip video because this really irritates me. I'm irritated at myself for not researching this because I know what these guys have done in the past and how shitty they've been. They've been assholes to their customers. They were really assholes on Facebook. I watched it. I even quoted them many times saying y'all are assholes. And now they put out a sizzle reel. We got launch titles and they're nothing original. If all they're going to do is put out a system with newer cartridges and all this is old stuff, how are they going to sell this stuff? How are they going to do any of this? If they don't have, did they buy the license? Okay, but that's all they're going to do is go out and buy licenses of old stuff, re-release it, and say, look at our cool system. That's worthless, in my personal opinion. This revelation, which like I said, I should have paid attention more. This is really taking any any and all interest of this system. I know some people like Cy and other people that get into this. I've watched this thing. A lot of people have from being this big grandeur thing that they used to. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second. IndieGoGo. Oh, I can't spell RetroVGS. It's still there. Let's look at this pile of crap. Okay? Come on. How do they still have $81,000 sitting there? I hope the hell people got their money back. Let's look at the games they were promising. Come on, you stupid thing. Ventures of Tiny Knight. Tiny Knight is being made by... Let's look at this. Yeah. Teaser. This is uploaded by, and I'm going to just mute this. Gamester81. I got his little ad there, so he get his revenue. Yeah, don't you remember Gamester 81? I'm not gonna play his video. I don't have permission, but he was putting this out and supporting this. So Gamester 81, where's this game at? All right, let's take a look at the more games available at launch. Gunlord. What happened to Gunlord? That was a re-release. They even said that. Look at this back when they were doing it. Translucent green cartridge, $60. Knight's Chase. Adventures in the Tower of Flight. City Hunter and the Caves of Death. It looks like it's changed. Read Only Memories. That's an indie title. Songbringer. This is the fucking thing that I wanted to see, and it's, you know, let's look at their website. Did he release it? Pre-order. Still pre-ordered. Is he going to go to RetroVGS? I mean the Coleco Chameleon or wherever the fuck they are. Huh. 2016 PC Max Linux via Steam. Folks, they lost Songbringer. And more games coming soon. This is their old one. Double Dragon Trilogy. Pierre Solar. Last Hope Pink Bullets. Jeffrey Whittinghagen's Black Box Challenge. I mean, this is the old IndieGoGo. This is that old, this is it. All these games are not even being mentioned yet. And of course, they could say something different in February. But they give us this. Old Super Nintendo games. And Sega Genesis games. People, I'm smelling a huge turd here. And I don't want these guys to fail, but this is all they're going to give us. They're going to hit Kickstarter, and they may not go anywhere. All they're going to do is re-release games that everybody else has and not get real developers. Games. Real fucking games. I don't care if it's a system sitting out in front of me with cartridges and all the old school goodness. If you don't have new games, this is not going to work. At least it's not going to work for at least a small niche community that just likes to collect this. Because if this is stuff on Super Nintendo, like Jim Power and Iron Commando, let's look at and these things like this. Jim Power. I mean, I would rather just go find the cartridges and import them or whatever and play them that way. I'm not going to buy a whole new fucking system. I don't know, people. I just had to get up here and make this video because once I saw Cy's really good investigative work, which I should have done, and I'm not saying I'm a better YouTuber than he is. We're all great YouTubers. We're all trying to, make our mark out there, and we love gaming, and we're trying to just give our opinions, and we love this industry, and when this shit happens, we need to call bullshit. I call bullshit on Mike Kennedy. And I call bullshit on the entire RetroVGS Incorporated thing until they show us more in February. If this is all they're going to do is re-release stuff, I have no interest in this system. I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they prove me absolutely, positively wrong. I hope they prove me wrong here to where, this is just the beginning. If this is all it is re-releasing stuff. And what happened to this? That game actually looked so much different. It had a lot. It had like a 16-bit high-end graphics, and it changed to this. What the fuck happened to this game? All right, people. I've griped about this too much. I'm just going to post this out there and see how much flack I get. But other people like Cy have called this out, and I'm calling this out too. This is bullshit. And these are not good. These are not original games. If this all this is going to be, I personally, PKO Gamer, am not going to support this system, and I call shenanigans. So, thanks for listening to this weird ramble, and this is a little different than what my normal videos are. Subscribe to me. This is on YouTube here, Twitch. I did an hour and a half Fallout stream today. Go to Twitter and follow me there. And look at all these other YouTubers like Cy out there. Give everybody a subscribe and and give us a listen. We're small voices, but we're trying to make a difference. All right, PKO Gamer, out.